Yeah, okay. What's up, subs? And anybody else that has the misfortune to stumble on this site. Jeez. I feel sorry for you. Hang on. Try something here. How the heck do I make this thing turn around? If I push this, what happens? Nothing. I don't know how to do this. Alright. It's blinking. I'll do it this way. A little damp and chilly out today. We're in New Jersey. New Jersey time. You're never gonna have a time like you'll have if you're in New Jersey. Trying to figure out how to put this together. Okay. The other day, I had yet another incident with the Long Branch. How can anybody mistake that? Long Branch police. And they're a bunch of scumbags. For real. They're not fake scumbags, they're the real thing. Real scumbags. And I wanted to go down to talk to the property manager. Oh, where's the microphone? Hell, that's Jesus. I don't know how to do this. I wanted to go down and talk to the property manager about some maintenance issues. And I geezered my way down to the office, and all of these places, the windows are shuttered, the doors are shuttered, and my hearing it leaves a little bit to be desired. Working in maintenance and furnace manufacturing and compressed air with those big steel cylinders banging and clanging affects your ears, affects your hearing. So I go down to the manager's office. I had to walk by two people working on an automatic door opener. I had to go by them. Here, maybe I could do this. I had to walk by them. So, as I opened the first automatic door, I noticed a stench. And I'm telling you, smells like somebody put out a 3-cent cigar in a skunk's rectum. And it happens to be the maintenance man there. He's a nasty, vulgar person. And what he does, and this shows you what kind of person he is, he'll start smoking a cigar. And then he's such a POS that he'll snuff out the cigar. One end is all full of spit and soggy and nasty from him sucking on it. And he'll snuff that out, and he'll put that in his pocket. So now you got that, oh man, that awful, nasty 3-penny cigar smoldering in his filthy clothes. And it wasn't like he could smell any worse because of the cigar. He obviously doesn't wash. And I didn't say nothing. I walk up to the office door, and you can't see him. And with this coronavirus horse shit, everybody's hiding behind plastic and glass and masks and putting condoms on their fucking heads. So I knock on the door of the property manager's office. You can't see in. You can't. There's blinds, and the one door is frosted glass. And it's a heavier door. It's a commercial grade door for an office. So I knock on the door. I can't hear a thing. Wait a couple seconds. Knock on the door again. I can't hear it. I'm across the street. Let's see if I get mowed down. No. Not yet. And knock on the door a third time, and through the frosted glass, I can see a shadow approaching the door. Oh, good. Property manager. I can, talk to the property manager about these maintenance concerns and safety concerns. And we could file Tesla. We could file whatever paperwork we need to file to get this stuff done. She reeks. She's another one. She bathes in perfume. And it's not good. It's not good. All this loud shit that they're wearing would give a vulture to dry heaves. That's how bad it is. So she opens the door. This stench hits me in the face like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't smoke. I don't drink either. So it's particularly offensive. Especially when you're in a people type of thing. When you don't think enough about the people that you're dealing with, that you're going to stink like that. And I started to explain myself that the maintenance man, and by the way, this apartment complex has been cited before for black mold issues. Not the good black mold like in the maintenance man's underpants. The bad black mold that kills you, causes all kinds of nerve damage. So I'm talking to her, and I guess the vapors from her own perfume probably make her dizzy or something. So I says, okay, this is what needs to be addressed. And she's confused. Real simple. The maintenance man took the latches off the windows in the trash room where the trash chute is. And what happens is they leave those windows open. That makes the whole, remember, black mold issues. That makes it so much easier for this black mold. And bugs to get in. Aren't there screens? Yeah, right. Aren't there screens? Yeah, but for some reason flies... Oh, the trash chute is out of commission. So what they do is they put 3 garbage pails up there. Now, instead of all of the wet trash, adult diapers, and medical supplies, instead of that going down the trash chute, they leave it up there to ferment. So I don't think that's right. So start talking to her, and all of a sudden, Stinky, the janitor, gets a hair up his ass. And remember, he stinks. He reeks. He fucking reeks. He comes over and gets in between me and the property manager. Now, my business was with the property manager, not him. because I'm more or less reporting him to the property manager for negligence. So what business is it of his? Let her administer whatever she has to administer. So now this guy's standing in my face, reeking, and he's telling me, oh man, you're rude. Right away he starts out with the name calling. You're rude. I says, yeah, I'm rude. I says, you ever get a whiff of yourself, bud? So he wanted to ramp it up. I told him, look, move away from me. You stink. You got a lot of nerve showing up at work, smelling like that, and going into other tenants' apartments and stinking their apartments up with your filthy, slovenly body. In no uncertain terms. So he still wants that. Look, go, get away, move out of the way. And it's all on videotape too. Not here, but in the building is all videotape. So when push comes to shove, and they got to look at those videotapes, they're going to see that he initiated the contact between him and I. It was none of his friggin' business. He initiated the contact. And again, he stinks. So, screw it. I'll go back up to my apartment. Go up to my apartment, and I'm telling you, 3 minutes, and who's knocking on my door? Long Branch cops. Hello? Who is it? Long Branch police. They're pulling this shit. We're doing a wellness check. We just want to see if you're all right. Can you open the door? You got a search warrant? And you get the quiet. You got a search warrant? No. I said, I'm under no obligation to talk to you people. Oh, we're just here. Can you open? No, I can't. Not without a search warrant, I'm not. And even if you do have a search warrant, you're going to have to kick my door down anyway. I want nothing to do with the Long Branch police. So, they persisted. They let us in. I says, look, you scumbag. And listen, I'm telling you the way I'm telling them. You scumbags and you pieces of shit. I'm going to use my Fifth Amendment right. So, I want to see a lawyer. I'm still behind a locked door. And I'm under no obligation to talk to you. They persisted. So I called them every vulgar name I could possibly call them. And finally, these cowards did, as the accountability people call it, they did the walk of shame. They went away butthurt. And cops always got to have the last word because they're scumbags. Oh, yeah. And no matter what you say, hey, I'm totally deaf, I can't hear what you're saying, they're going to say, whew, man, it stinks. All these bunker are dead. Jesus. What a stink. Wow. Thousands of them. You have a really good day. I says, and you fuck yourself, pig. So they pissed off. They left. So I'm waiting for an eviction notice from Gregory School Apartments in Long Branch, New Jersey. And believe me, I've got a ton of pictures and videos to show that they're negligent and what I had to go through in that apartment. And when I was downstairs talking to the Stinky the Bum, the janitor, I asked him, I says, where in your job description, your job title, does it say argue with the tenants? And when you come up with something like that, oh man, that really burnt him the fuck up. So, I'm still here. I'm still on the loose. Oh, and what the heck is the guy's name? Judah Silva has threatened me with bodily harm and has made death threats. And in his rant, I'll post it if I could get it. He made his bullshit statements and then ran off. Judah Silva, Judasilva, Judah Silva. So he's posting to me that I'm some kind of wealthy, elitist scum, and I've always lived in the lap of luxury. My family is filthy rich. And he writes it out, that I'm a honky, and I should pack up and move back to Europe. That I can't appreciate anything that an immigrant goes through. Yeah, I can. My family's poor immigrants. They always have been. Not one of them left enough money behind to do anything but have themselves buried. Which is fine. I'm alright with that. I get by with what I have. That's it. I got my fishing rods, I got my fishing license, I got my cutlery, Judah Silva. So, Judah, you're telling me to pray to God? That's how serious it is, Judah? You want me praying to God, huh? Get this straight with all of you. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in all of this delusional horse shit. Religion and politics are two sides of the same coin. Exact same business model. Exact same thing. Obey one person, and then there's a whole hierarchy you got to work your way through before you get somewhere. And the same thing. If you don't believe us, there's something wrong with you. If you don't believe us, you're the enemy and we'll kill you. That's the way it is. So, Judah wants me praying to God. And pray to God. Okay. Not going to happen. And let me see if I can get a quick shot of this. I don't know if you can see that. That's a fishing license. That's a valid New Jersey fishing license. You must have one after the age of 16 to fish any freshwater, period. Any freshwater, period. You have to have a license. You have to pay your licensing fee. You pay your licensing fee, which goes in part to pay for stocking and whatever the heck else they're doing with the money. So my money is paying for the fish. And you can't, let's here. You cannot get a fishing license without documents. You can't get a fishing license without documents. So, me paying for my fishing license, which I've always done for years and years, I'm going on 70. For years and years, I've always paid for my fishing license. So these undocumented, whatever the heck, and I mean sans fishing license, sans documents to prove that who you are and why you're here. You don't have that. And I'm paying for your fish. I don't like that. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. So always try and obey the law, folks. In closing, in closing, I watched the closing arguments on the prosecution for George Floyd. They said this is what it takes in order for them to meet the threshold of these charges, these crimes. So the cop is a murderer. Go figure, right? You're never going to hear that about a cop being a murderer, being a rapist, being a child pornographer, being a dope fiend, being a thief, being a bully. You're never going to hear that. So in the closing arguments, they nailed it pretty good. And I want to see this guy go to prison forever in a dark day. Not only do I want to see him go to prison, I want his two partners that stood and watched. Remember, if you and I committed a crime, say I had somebody with me during a crime, they're held equally responsible for the crime, especially if a death is dissipated through the actions of your endeavors. So these other two piggy friends of his should get the exact same sentence. Now, of course, they say I've looked at some reports and releases that, of course, the guy is going to appeal the decision. Of course he is. It's a chicken shit cop. Of course he is. Justice would be whatever time he had to serve, that he does it, not in a little special crybaby room for police, should be in general population with his peers, with the other criminals, the other murderers, the other rapists, the other extortionists, the other arsonists, the other rapists, the other child pornographers. That's where they should do their sentences. That's justice. So, I want to thank you folks again. Thank you so very much. And hopefully I'll be here to be able to make a couple more videos. Remember, I didn't have the opportunity the other day when those cops were banging on my door. I didn't. When I did turn on the camera, I had a social worker call me, and it just cuts right to the social worker immediately and shuts the camera off. So the camera goes off, and it was more important to me at the time to have some kind of open communication with somebody other than the pigs. So that's how that goes. And she heard the whole thing. She heard me calling them motherfuckers and cocksuckers, the whole thing. And this video is not for children, and it's not for child-minded adults. And Judah Silva, let me see if I can get back far enough. Judah, I'm 240 pounds, Judah. Chicken chest. Illegal immigrant. So, please don't take too long. You said you're going to kill me when you see me. So, please don't take too long on this. I wouldn't want your wretched family to think that you're some kind of bag of hot air. And the Long Branch police, they ain't gonna do shit anyway, Judah. They're useless. So, here we go. Or, what did I do? Did I even get this, or how the hell does this work? You can't see the screens on these Apple things. I don't care what the hell you do. There we go. Down here to get some pizza. One of my normal haunts. Got to keep that 240 pounds of ugly, nasty, vicious fat fired up. Always record the police. Always record them. Don't let up. Stay vigilant. If you're having problems posting your videos, You could go to some of the accountability sites. I could think of a few right off the top of my head. New Jersey Exposed. New Jersey Exposed. Johnny 5-0 out there in California. You could talk to Disorderly Product News up there in Chicago. Chi-Town. The Chi-Town. Shaking it down. Or you could go to San Joaquin Valley News. You could go to Ybor City Rob, and they'll help you get your video published. So you can make these despicable tyrants, these despicable cowards, movie stars. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much again for the subs. And I've been having problems with this phone, so I'm going to see if this is an experiment to see if I can still even upload this thing. So, talk to you guys later. Thank you so very much. Pizza time.